The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Health Department reports a slight uptick in the number of COVID-19 cases last week. According to the DOH, more than 1,800 new COVID-19 cases were recorded from December 5 to 11. This is equivalent to a daily average of about 260 cases and a 36% increase compared to that of previous week. The agency says cases of respiratory illnesses are beginning to slow down, but warns that the number may again increase by January. With this, the agency is encouraging the public to observe minimum health standards during the holidays. The Philippines is set to receive 1 million doses of monovalent vaccines from the COVAX facility. DOH Secretary Ted Herbosa says the donation will be divided into two tranches containing about 500,000 doses each. Now, these vaccines will be administered to those who belong to the vulnerable population, particularly senior citizens and people with comorbidities. The DOH earlier said that the monovalent vaccines work better against the Omicron XBB variant of COVID-19 as compared to bivalent vaccines. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Transportation Department is keeping the December 31st deadline for PUV consolidation intact despite protests from transport groups. Transportation Undersecretary Timothy Batan told 1PH that attached agencies will extend their office hours on December 31st to accommodate last-minute applicants. Batan added that the LTFRB and the Group Piston were able to agree on some terms. Operators of traditional jeepney units will also be given 2 to 3 years to modernize. However, there will be no more extension to the Consolidation Deadline in line with the President's directive.
Ang ilan pa pong mga napag-usapan na ng LTFRB at ng Piston ay ang klarifikasyon po na hindi na lang po isa ang kooperatibang maaaring tumakbo sa isang ruta. Tayo po ay nag-waive na rin ng mga penalties mula po nitong mga nakaraang taon.
Meanwhile, the agency maintains that a transport crisis next year is unlikely. Batan said the LTFRB already has measures in place to address passenger demand in routes lacking consolidated PUV operators. This comes as transport groups Piston and Manibela plan an extended strike next week that may last until New Year's.
Karamihan sa mga major na ruta dito po sa Kamaynilaan ay siniserbisyuhan na po ng consolidated operators. Kung sakali man na mayroong mga lugar, meron pong ibang mga ruta na mawalan po ng operator dahil nga hindi nakahabol sa December 31 deadline, meron na pong mga nakahandang pamamaraan ng LTFRB tulad po ng pag-issue ng special permit doon po sa ating mga consolidated operators.
Let's now take a quick look at other stories we're watching. President Bongbong Marcos is in Tokyo for the 50th anniversary of ASEAN-Japan Friendship and Cooperation. Marcos says the summit gives the Philippines an opportunity to affirm its position on current international issues. DepEd starts hauling learning resources from previous logistic provider Transpac Cargo Logistics. This comes after a House resolution was filed for an investigation into learning items that were left idle in warehouses. And the Unioil says diesel prices could either go down by up to 10 centavos or have no changes at all next week. Gasoline prices are likewise expected to remain unchanged based on the company's projection. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 4:30 in the afternoon as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.